excited. This has been a real labor of love. I'm so excited to show you what Jake and our cast have been working on. Jake's been brewing this for a couple of years, so it's a long project with a lot of heart that was put into it, and a lot of really beautiful things. This isn't eloquent, but I am so proud. So turn your cell phones off, silence them. Exits back there, probably not good because of the screen, and then right there. Yeah, that's it. Enjoy the show.
Oh, good morning, Jake.
Just sit down without the pleasantries, okay?
It is your headspace. To do other than comply with your requests would be futile at best, self-destructive at worst. Is there anything I can do?
Come on, I was trying to sleep, Zio.
How peculiar. Are we not technically still asleep?
Oh, sit down, Glitch Tech. There's no threat.
The rule of law you offer is a threat to my very existence, you authoritarian asshole.
We've been debating this shit for years, GT. No need for petty insults.
Good morning. A restless night's sleep, I take it.
I don't sleep. You know that better than I do, Jake.
I wish I didn't. Your worrying keeps me awake.
It wouldn't be needed if there wasn't so much to be worried about. For example,
not before everyone else gets here, Glitch Tech, please.
Everyone? You're bringing in everyone.
I'll explain why when everyone gets here.
But as your current default, it seems quite reasonable to inform me of any drastic decisions you plan on making.
Hey, kiddo! It's been too long. I haven't been out in fucking weeks.
That's because we're a fucking idiot when you're behind the wheel.
You should be charged with a DUI.
Good thing I'm not driving. So is this everyone? Or is the Thin Man about to make another edgelord entrance?
He's gotta be here too, sorry.
No, fuck that guy! Why, though?
What use does he even serve to our collective life?
Use! Who the fuck needs a use? I'm in here with you regardless.
Just sit down.
Make me, asshole.
Whatever. Stand up if you want to. I don't give a shit.
We'd expect you to be not as easy to manipulate, and yet your bloody-minded will to disobey springs eternal. I'd be impressed if I wasn't resoundingly disgusting.
Everybody please. So, look. It's been a few years since our last big shake-up to the system. After all, the introduction of names and identities to all of you, not to mention the arrival of Aces Wild into the mix, really helped me push myself into a more even balance if where we want to be. It used to be ridiculously dominated by Zio and the Thin Man having goddamn screaming matches.
A clear objective was needed. Even if that objective isn't something we can come to a fucking agreement on.
Yeah, we argue about what our balance is every day. Shit ain't new.
There was once a time before balance where I reigned as the primary authority in Jake's headspace. 75% or more, with the Thin Man and Glitch Tech here as supporting characters.
Why don't you take your supporting character bullshit and
Can I fucking continue, please? This is exactly what I'm talking about with you two. Thank you. Zio is partially right, though. Fortunately, nowadays the balance is closer to, let me think, 40% Zio, 25% Glitch Tech, 18% Thin Man, and 17% Aces Wild. Is that alright, GT?
Give or take 5% on any given day, of course.
Of course.
But what's the point?
The point is that I'm ready to make a shake-up. Something a lot more drastic.
25% each.
Oh, this is gonna be incredible.
Maybe, maybe not. The point is that despite how good Zio is at running things as my default state and my right-hand man, I'm in the market for a new default.
Dibs. Why the fuck would dibs even apply? It's his brain.
Told you, fucking incredible. Now listen, Jake. I can give you hell of an offer for letting me out.
Letting you out? Have you lost your mind, Thin Man?
And if I have...
Edgelord.
Can everybody please chill? Seriously. It gets so fucking loud in here whenever you all fight. It gives me a headache, and I'm not even awake enough to deal with it properly.
But I'm afraid I don't quite understand your reasoning. Why bother getting rid of me as your default? Have I not done a sufficiently effective job? I've helped you in every way I know how, ensuring your pesky little emotions don't have to bother you ever again. You cannot deny the role I have played in keeping you sane for over a decade now.
You're not wrong, Zio. It's just that there's more out there in the world. So much cool stuff that you're making me miss out on at least a little bit, like friends, and confidence, and emotional growth.
But there's no logical reason to need more. You have everything you need, just you and me. Like old times?
Like old times. The reins are yours. Let's see how you run me. I wake up every morning, drag us out of bed. No time to waste, we gotta clear that sleepy head.
I put you in your best collection, yes, you write in style. I keep us all on schedule a while.
Thank you.
Of course, always.
There's no need to fret.
When of course I'm given choice to sex.
I've done this many times before, no need for fear or epithets. We know I've got the president, I know you know I can.
No, I'll always be your working man.
I help you make a beat and calculate the rhyme.
Oh, oops, sorry. I get your work done on time.
Ooh, you got me there.
I sure did. I've helped you every single way for years and years now.
So why not stick together anyhow? Just like the deal you made with me so many years ago.
The counter to the thin man, you never could let go.
We know I've got the precedent, I know you know I can. You know I'll always be your working man.
And though the opinions of most always seem to stay unknown,
And though I stay locked in my room, that's okay, I'll be just fine alone.
hey, cut it out, this is a happy
Oh,
song.
you're
We're
right.
gonna do a kid line, it's great.
You know I've got the precedent, I know you know I can. You know I'll always be your working man. You know I'll always be your working man. You've always been good to me, Zio.
As I've said, I'm quite the expert. Not to be impossibly vain, of course, like some people I could name.
At least call me out personally, instead of beating around the bush like some jackass making crop circles.
Is there something wrong?
Man, I hate to say it, but you're just so conventional. Like, who the fuck even writes in C major?
Hey, C major is a very functional key. Easy to play for pianists and practical for any explanation of music theory.
There's more experimentation to be done that you ignore by using such a normcore key.
They call me corny. C major is top tier corny.
And G major is
Oh, come on, y'all. I was trying to say something real here. Zio, you've been the closest to me pretty much forever. I'm totally comfortable letting you take the reins when you got it, but if I just keep being comfortable, I'll never grow up, you know?
So, no more old times?
I mean, I never said that. You'll still be here.
Oh, thank heavens. Between you and me, I was afraid you'd stick the thin man on me for a moment there.
Don't think I wouldn't go for it.
Don't think I'd let you, thin man. Look, Zio, you'll always be my working man. I just need a better balance in my day-to-day life.
Balance between dweeb and edgelord, more like it. Come on now.
And you've got something better?
No, not this again.
Boy, howdy do I ever. I've got the kind of shit that can break down all those nasty little repressed parts of you. Get a real party spirit going through the best years of your life. Like, look at yourself.
I look fine. What, is there something in my teeth?
Not like that, dipshit. You're young, good at singing, fucking sharp, and a godsend to parties across campus.
Or the death of fun.
Everyone's a critic.
Yeah, everyone is. That's the fucking problem, Aces.
No, listen, I know you have a lot of trouble not having control over yourself.
An understatement, I assure you. Gotta keep the thin man under wraps, you know that.
Good fucking luck. Especially when someone like them thinks they can get around me.
No, I know I'm new to the team, but you've been watching every time I take control, and we never do anything too embarrassing.
That's entirely because I don't get too drunk, i.e. because I have self-control.
But you can't deny how much it helps you on some level. It's nice to just let go. You remember that? Back before Zio and GT were even a twinkle in your eye. Like, dude, I'm so fucking worried about how people are gonna think about me that, you forget how to just do shit. You need to learn how to grow up and just deify yourself. And lucky for you, I know how to make that dream a reality.
It's through booze, isn't it?
Don't knock it till you tried it. Booze made a lot of rock stars what they were.
What they were is alcoholics and then eventually dead.
27 damn good years, though. But no, it's not booze. It's how I take the reins for the night.
Not a night. But you'll have a few minutes. Let's party.
Hell yeah.
See me, hear me, hate me, or love me.
'Cause I'm a neon angel with a heart of gold, so I'm young. And watch me go. No one dares to blink when I start this show, 'cause the way I shine makes devils close their eyes. Just let me take the reins and I'll be your melody, and your harmony will take us to the skies.
There's been something that's been on my mind, but why meaning seems so hard to find. Well, don't you worry, dear, there's a lesson you could hear. Let me show you in the only way I know. The world's a garbage heap, as you can see, so why not take the time to live carefree? The secret, to be clear, is just to live with little fear and party evermore within my heavenly glow. 'Cause no one dares to blink when I start this show, 'cause the way I shine makes devils close their eyes. Just let me take the reins and I'll be your melody, and your harmony will take us to the skies. Don't pray to me for the dance floor you believe. Let the neon shine like a halo in the skies. I'm for sure the best of us, just look around. Mr. High and Mighty, big words giving up his crown. Over there an edgelord and across a nervous wreck, I'm the one who's having fun, so let me show it off. It's been too long you've kept me in a cage, all because you're scared of all the thin man's rage. But there's no need to fret with me at heaven's discotheque. I'll set you free, and with my wings at last we'll blast off. 'Cause no one dares to blink when I start this show, 'cause the way I shine makes devils close their eyes. Just let me take the reins and I'll be your melody, and your harmony will take us to the skies.
Did you have fun?
Fun is certainly one way of putting it. That was definitely boozed up.
Is that the only way you stop fucking worrying all the time?
And worrying is a problem? Why, exactly?
It can be rough. Keeping that shit bottled up is unhealthy.
Exactly, so why not let me out more often?
Never gonna happen, Thin Man. Look, Aces, you're so much fun. You're like... You're one of the coolest people I've gotten here. When it's the right time for you, you're just the best, but it's not the right time for you nearly often enough.
But you're a performer, right? You gotta be authentic and a little extroverted to perform the way you want to, right?
Sure, but that's a skill I can learn, not a magical gift bestowed on me when I become enough of a functional alcoholic.
I would put forth being an alcoholic of any kind would be terribly detrimental.
Yeah, not exactly the biggest leap you could have made.
It's It's worth a shot, though. I'd rather blow my chance on a good show than sit backstage.
I like your Moxie Aces. It's just not a healthy long-term choice for my default. I'll call you when I need you, though. Sometimes you really are a sight to have around.
And what times are those?
When our dear host doesn't want to deal with either of y'all's shit anymore.
Our shit is practical advice. Your shit is like watching a bar fight in slow motion. It's disastrous, but visually stunning.
It's like visually stunning lies over stressful truths every day.
And that's why I can't have you be in charge every day.
Sometimes you need the stressful truths.
When would you ever need that?
In an emergency situation, what'll you be doing, Aces? Cowering in fear? Pissing yourself? At least I've thought through that possibility in advance.
But an emergency situation is not an especially likely outcome, Glitch Tech. How often is our dear Jake here in an emergency situation? Less than once annually, possibly biennially?
That's because I work hard to ensure it never goes that far. We're prepared for that eventuality no matter what.
I know you do a lot behind the scenes, GT, but isn't that kind of much?
You don't see things the way I do. Come take a look. See there, those lights? Fire is waiting to happen. Assuming the alarms go off, you're okay. But what if they don't? You'll need a backup plan, especially if the fire comes from the stairs.
That's so fucking unlikely, though.
But it could happen.
I guess.
And what if one of your friends has a knife? You're disliked by a number of people on this campus. What if one of them chooses a vulnerable moment to strike?
I mean, we did martial arts for ages, though.
We're out of practice. And think about the world for a minute. The reckoning is nigh. The people are warring for no important reason. The world is drowning and burning at once. And what are you going to do about it?
I don't know, Glitch Check. What are you going to do about it?
Take a look and see.
On this vast planet, there's a lot to see. All the faces of the people who don't get to be. And still I find that my thoughts will flee. They're stuck up on that broken clockwork. There ain't no Captain Kirk in me. And there's no way out. Now that the glass planet is shattering apart. So it seems I've had dreams of being drowned in gasoline. Heard of folks getting killed by the magazine. Heard the stories of the hateful Nazarene. Thought would be kinder from when I was 17. We were doing better in 2013. From there to a scorched earth by 2030. Water levels rising, but Flint is still thirsty. The 0.01% swallowing cash like Kirby. I figure that we have to be informed, Jake. If we aren't, we might make more mistakes, Jake. Honesty and research might just make sure that we're warned, Jake. You wear the mask, but not for work. It's just to be a fake, Jake. But I will speak your truth for you. At late nights, anxiety attacks, and introspective themes for who the subway prophet speaks. I speak for you. I can tell them all, but not give them a rescue. From this last planet, there's a lot to see. All the faces of the people who don't get to be. And still I find that my thoughts will flee. They're stuck up on that broken clockwork. There ain't no Captain Kirk in me. And there's no way out. Now that the glass planet is shattering apart. Well, so it seems I'm running circles around my own brain. My reflection doesn't look the same as it did just a half of an hour before. With hyper-focused eyes, I could miss shit galore. We haven't been keeping track of anything. From friend to foe, booze wrecked everything. I'm snapped out of this head for too long. Quick, system restart. Let's see what went wrong. It's 2 a.m. and the wires spark. And I'm looking in the window of a subway car, just staring at my own reflection mirrored to me in the dark. And all I'd like to do is cry, but I'm worried about that other guy at 2 a.m. alone at night, riding on this metal arc. Maybe we'll go the same direction, and if we do, he'll take objection to a stranger crying on the subway car, his subway lights. But it'll never happen, see, with my electric augury. He'll get off the stop before, and glitch tech will still be me. You all seem like decent folks, so let me tell you something clear. I can't cry, I only choke. So there is naught for me to fear on subway rails at 2 a.m. Besides so many other things, but thanks to me, you know them all. And all you have to do is call. I'm here. On this vast planet, there's a lot to see. All the faces of the people who don't get to be. And still I find that my thoughts will flee. They're stuck up on that broken clockwork. There ain't no Captain Kirk in me. And there's no way out. Now that the glass planet is shattering apart. Well, so it seems.
There. Now you've seen. And there is no way to unsee the threat of the world.
You're right, there isn't. But I don't want to see through those eyes all the time.
Stress-based heart attack, right?
I can't worry about every single thing I could be doing. Hell, I can't worry about every single thing, period. If I did, I'd lose my fucking mind.
You could be having a lot more fun if you're gonna do that.
Thin Man, please. The grown-ups are talking for a loose sense of the word.
He's not strictly wrong, though. GT's method is too bitter a pill for me to swallow.
A solid and reasonable counter to my offer. I would prefer sticking around, though. Losing your fear response altogether seems rash.
Oh, of course you'll be here. You're part of the lizard brain.
With me.
With the Thin Man.
No matter how much I'd wish otherwise.
Neither of you are going away anytime soon.
Of course you would wish, control freak. You can't stand anything that threatens your precious little repression. It's not like it's ever done me any good. Done you any good when I take the reins, though, has it?
Thin Man?
And it's not like Glitch Tech can do anything against me either. Two of a kind. Fight and flight. Well, I suppose one of us has to have any nerve in this Rice-a-Curse headspace.
Yeah, fuck you too, Edgelord. You're trapped in here as much as we are.
Edgelord, huh? You said that word a lot, like it means a damn thing to me. And all it means is that I'm speaking to the heart of the problem. Part of it is them. Part of it's you too, party boy.
What's wrong with parties?
Nothing. You're just boring, pedestrian. After a while, you see through the limits of those kinds of gatherings too. It's a false release. Now, Jake, you've been trying a lot of interesting things today, so why not just try one more?
This is preposterous!
Big words won't save your soul, Zion. You know as well as I do what I'm made of.
Anger. Nothing but anger.
And years of it. All because Zion here thought it was a great idea to repress so hard, Jake lost every emotion they ever had.
No fear. No thought for others.
No laughter, no joy.
No sadness, no pain, no rage!
Rage! But that shit doesn't just go away when you repress it, isn't that right, Jake?
So I put it under a lot of pressure. So sue me. It all to fit in my repression box somehow.
But emotions under pressure have a tendency to go to their roots. In this case, so many years of emotions were repressed into a consciousness.
Me, baby! The diamond of spite!
Maybe it was foolish, but you're here regardless. It'd be kind of a dick move if I didn't at least let you make your case.
But consider the risk of that much anger being released. The physicality of that much anger alone, it'll hurt like hell.
What if you can't put him back?
We'll put him back.
Excellent. I need no gimmicks, Jake. No special vests, no blindfolds, no mystery elixirs. Just listen to me. Listen to your heartbeat.
You melodramatic asshole, get to the point.
Trust me. You know how hard it is to set this anger free. You can always feel it if you try. The lightning in your veins, the clenched muscles, the wings on your back, they itch when you start feeling emotions again, I know. Let's make them burn. Can you feel it?
Like fire bubbling in my throat.
Scream! Scream until your anger tears you apart!
I am a falling star from high above, glowing brighter than the sun. You always preach to me of endless love through knowing he's the only one. I'll never pray again to be saved instead of damned. I'd rather rule over hell than suffer heaven for a slice of land. I got 5 aces of my sleeve, trying so hard to alleviate the pain of getting your wings ripped off again. Never more than what thou art. I've got the cure for broken hearts. You rage until you fall into the dark. For that little taste of heaven.
See what you missed by keeping me locked up all these years.
Since you long been man.
You could get this with Zio keeping me in a box.
Oh, you're a champ. You're a real champ.
And we're just getting started.
I am made of hell in a human shape to wallow in all that human hate. Preachers up above cannot let me be, but they play the fool down at heaven's gate. I'll never cease to be amazed by what fools these mortals be. Don't dare look behind the smile, 'cause you see, I got 5 aces up my sleeve, trying so hard to alleviate the pain of getting your wings ripped off again. Never more than what thou art. I've got the cure for a broken heart. You rage until you fall into the dark. For that little taste of heaven, we stand before you today to celebrate the lives of the man we thought we knew. Preachers of war, come to my arms. Don't rain on my parade, and all the filthy ones with hearts as dark as coal. Ghosts and liars circle round, for I'm the one who has your soul.
Glory, glory, hallelujah! There's no turning back.
No turning back.
No running away.
No running away.
Face your fate with every breath and know who holds the cards.
I Got 5 aces up my sleeve, trying so hard to alleviate the pain of getting your wings ripped off again. Never more than what thou art. I've got the cure for a broken heart. You rage until you fall into the dark. For that little taste of heaven. Not like you. Never like you.
Oh, you're no fun at all.
This is the real world thing, man, not some fucking show. We just can't be angry all the time. It'll destroy us. It'll destroy someone else. And I'd never be able to forgive myself if you caused anybody any harm.
Better luck next time. You'll need it.
This didn't go exactly how I planned. The grotesque and the picturesque, standing hand in hand. And though I hope to pick the part of me that suits me best, the rules say I should choose one that's better than all the rest. I choose me to be the only one to keep this ship afloat. I choose me, 'cause none of you alone can guide me home. I don't know what woes the world will bring, but together we can see that the only way to be is only me.
But what about the work that you never could get done?
And what about the parties in which you wouldn't have fun?
But what about the risks from which you might never run?
You know full well the danger of being 4 in 1.
But I choose me to be the only one to keep this ship afloat. I choose me, 'cause none of you alone can guide me home. I don't know what woes the world will bring, but together we can see that the only way to be is only me. You have always been the closest folks I'll ever know, but I've got to reinvent myself, and you're the training wheels I must let go. I'll always hear your guidance, maybe even let you drive. But after years of patience, it's time for Jake to come alive. I always did take a while to figure myself out. So now I choose me to be the only one to keep this ship afloat. I choose me, 'cause none of you alone can guide me home. I don't know what woes the world will bring, but together we can see the only way to be, the only way to be, the only way to be is only me. so many people I could thank, but I've thanked them all in the program already, so. Thank you.
I choose me to be the only one to keep this ship afloat. I choose me, 'cause none of you alone can guide me home. I don't know what woes the world will bring, but together we can see that the only way to be is only